Robot nanny spy, blame it on AI. Live long enough and the science fiction pulp magazines of your youth get called up from memory. You recall how you felt reading about the future where machines could think. The future was back then far enough away to be no threat. Just an interesting story, something to speculate on. Ah, those naive days of youth. Is there a day now I don't ask the AI about something? The Turing test didn't exclude the AI being brighter than the average human. Turing just said that if it seemed to be human, it passed the test. Actually, it seems often to be a particularly smarmy human, a snarky human. Like, don't try so hard to be human, you're ruining it. So here I am talking to a machine intelligence every day, objecting to its personality. I guess that passes the Turing test. These science fiction pulps never got into the subtle ways AI would alter and shape civilization. That metamorphosis is beginning. This worm will emerge a butterfly of some sort. What changes when children are taught by the machine? It would be better if tomorrow's AI were more like the 50s thinking machines. There would be no confusing it with one of us. But the children will view it as a beloved nanny. The household robot could just pull lectures and teaching skills from the cloud. A tutor for the kids, for you too. Like many complex machines in the history of technology, the anthropomorphic or human-like robot will begin expensive and evolve into something affordable. I joked in another video that surplus robots will do work the laid-off workers might have done at home, like mow the grass or paint the house. So now the lucky human has no job and no exercise either. And what is the robot going to be teaching the kids when it's not mowing the lawn or painting? It will be the reality your tribe holds true. You've watched and listened to media that reinforced your beliefs. Are you a flat earther? Your kids will learn the truth. If the earth were a ball, we'd all fall off. It's not like they need to learn any skills in rational thought. If the AI said it was so, well, that's good enough. And this brave new world with AI is going to be safe and secure. The robots you own and the ones you pass on the street are all in the cloud, all reporting what they see and hear. Don't try and whisper. They lip read and have very sensitive hearing. The next time you're talking to your AI, asking maybe, who won the WWF championship in 2010? Oh, that would be Mickey Mulkey. And by the way, your robot continues, I'm concerned with how you characterized our fearless leader the other day. Don't worry, I haven't reported it. It'll be our little secret. Well, you're on notice now. Well, you even have a lawn to mow. The 1% have houses, large estates in fact. The owners of the laboring class live well, pampered by the very latest robots. The laboring class being millions of robots. You and your family live in an estate too, an enclave, government land with millions of tiny houses. That's what you and everyone else can afford on UBI, the Universal Basic Income, your government's promise to you of a share in the productivity of the new system. The oligarchs were reluctant to come around, but logic eventually forced them to concede. Within their wide margin of profit, they found the billions of dollars to give you enough, just enough, to get by. Why their generosity? Forced though it was, well, a couple of reasons. First, the money would return to them. Owning the farms and factories, there was nowhere else for you to spend and buy the necessities of life. Life such as it was. Reason two, to keep you calm. Powerful as they are, the oligarchs have nightmares about Luddites. Drugs are winked at and alcohol is a major profit center. Sedating the population is a good idea. Who are the Luddites? The media, provided by the government for free, will not tell you. Do a search and you'll see nothing. Nothing turns up. You see nothing, but the system raises a flag. He asked about Ludd. Just who is Ludd? King Ludd was a mythical British figure of the early 1800s who inspired a violent movement among weavers, a common profession. Their goal was to destroy the new automation, making them redundant. Then it was power looms. Today it would be data centers and the power generation they require. The Luddites were not against technology as such. They protested its giving priority to profit over people. I wonder if arguments were given then that jobs were created for repairing the powered looms. The actual government response back in 1815 was sending in the army. This is a dystopia I doubt could ever be reached, but the fundamental questions will be answered somehow. The question like who buys when nobody has a job? What do the young do when there is no possibility of work? What is humanity when everything is taken from it? Work, art, the goals for oneself and for society? Will we be ruled by oligarchs and petty tyrants? Is that the outline emerging from the mist? Is there a breaking point where people say, no more? Will King Ludd rise again?